Hello Nidal, thank you for participating in this video. What's your opinion on the Palestinian and Israeli conflict?
So what's happening today is what's been happening for the last more than 100 years so far. It's a crime against humanity. What is happening today needs to stop. It's unnatural for a human being to kill a human being. That's what I see happening now.
Thank you. And so you're referring to what the Palestinians are doing to the Israelis, or the Israelis are doing to the Palestinians, or both ways?
So as a Muslim, I believe that the killing of one soul is as if you have killed all of humanity, and the saving of one soul is the saving of all humanity. No soul shall be taken unjustly. So any soul killed is a soul lost. On either side, no one need to die.
I respect that opinion. Is there a side that you believe is in the more on the right or more on the wrong, with either the Israelis or Palestinians?
Anything taken out of context will be definitely misunderstood. We need to understand what's happening in Palestine now is an occupation, is a colonization of Western Zionist movement that came to Palestine more than 100 years ago, and this started well before the rise of anti-Jewish people in Germany, and the Holocaust that took place in 1932 for 13 years, which was a crime against humanity. But well before that, 15 years before that, and even more, and even longer, the Balfour Declaration took place in 1917. So well before the Holocaust, there was the intention and the work by the Zionists to take over Palestine. Now, as a Palestinian, I will never give up my right to my country, to my land. Actually, as we speak now, part of the Israeli parliament is built on my grandfather's land in Palestine, in Jerusalem. This I will never stop as a Palestinian. This is my land, and I want to go back definitely, and I will always support the Palestinian right to self-defense and to self-determination, and to the return of Palestinian people back to their country.
That's a great answer. You mentioned about the Balfour. Can you explain what it is? Because some people want to know what that is.
So the Balfour Declaration was done by the British government back in 1917. I understand from history that it took years of work by the Zionists to influence and be able to extract that declaration by the British. The British was then occupying Palestine, and part of the occupation they promised the Zionist movement that they will give them Palestine to establish their country, the Israeli as an Israel country. Now they had no right to promise my country with people. There was more than 1 million people living in Palestine, 800,000 Palestinian Muslims, 150,000 Palestinian Christians, and more than 65,000 Palestinian Jews. All lived in peace with each other, all visited each other, no problems, no dramas. The British gave themselves the right to promise my land, my country, to another group of people for political gain. That's what happened, and that's the Balfour Declaration.
Thank you for explaining that. What do you think could be a possible resolution to the situation?
If I am to come and take your house, your property, by force, and I promise you I will give you the toilet to live in, or the basement, but with the condition of you need to get my approval to use that toilet or to leave that basement. Whatever you bring in, I need to supervise, and 90% of your water will be from my tap. Your electricity is coming from me, your food is coming from me, and then I ask you to live in peace with me. Is this really peace? Peace can only happen when occupation is over. That's the solution, and that's the only solution.
So you believe that Israel should leave, the Israelis and the Jews in Israel, they should leave Palestine and get land back to the Palestinians?
We need to differentiate when we say Israelis and Jews. My staff, one of my staff at my own business is a Jew. Many of my customers are Jews. So we differentiate between Jewish people and Israelis. And you can even be an Israeli and be against what's happening in Palestine. And there's thousands of those who are protesting in Israel as we speak against what's happening in Palestine. What we mean by this is that Palestinians, Muslims, Christians, and Jews, and whoever chose that country to come and migrated from their country and came to live in that country, all these people need to live in peace and be equal.
Thank you. That's a good answer. So the Jewish people, you know, you get along with them, it seems like. Is that true?
Can you repeat that?
The Jewish people that you know, like the person that works for you and your customers and even other Jews that you know, do you get along with them? Is that right?
Absolutely. Look, your faith is something for you to believe in. It's not something that I need to affect on you. And they understand this. You as a Jew, or you as a Christian, or you as a Muslim, you have a set of belief system, which is fine. But this belief should affect you and your life. And they understand this. And once all of us understand this, then we can live together, no problems. But the minute I give myself the right to impose my belief on you, this when clashes happen, and that's where problems start.
Thank you. So, what's your background and what country did you used to live in before you came to Australia?
So my father is Palestinian, who fled Palestine in 1948 after the Nakba, and he walked from his village border, which is in Jerusalem, all the way to Jordan, Amman, and we lived there for until I came to Australia in 2000. That's it.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your interview. I appreciate you being part of this.
Thank you very much. I just need to conclude and say it's not fair, it's not just that we keep saying that we stand for justice and against injustice, but we don't do this in principle. When we make this claim, we have to understand that justice and injustice, it's a principle that should be applied to every single human being, to every living thing. We shouldn't differentiate, and there shouldn't be one soul has more value than another. That's the cause of this problem, and that's what's happening. When we look at what's happening in Palestine now, what happened on October 7th, the killing and the abducting of 1,200 Israelis, according to the Israelis' figures. On the other side, there's more than 25,000 killed and more than 50,000 injured. The majority of those, 2/3 of those, are children and women. The vast majority of those are civilians. According to the Israeli sources, they claim they have killed more than 100 Hamas fighters. So 100 Hamas fighters, they had to kill more than 25,000 Palestinians, civilians. How is this okay? If Hamas was hiding in Tel Aviv, I don't think they will think even once to go ahead and start bombing Tel Aviv, because they want to kill the Hamas fighters. And that's it.
Thank you. That's a great conclusion. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, John.
What's your opinion on the Israel and Palestine conflict?
Honestly, I feel like it's just a repeat of what Hitler did. So it's pretty much there's no fairness. Like, you're bombing people's houses, you're stealing their homes, and you're acting like you're a victim, but you're not. You're creating a problem, you're creating conflict. It's exactly the same, it's just repeating history, but with more power, with people pretty much giving you the authority to do so. So honestly, as an Egyptian, obviously I'm going to stand up for my Palestinian people, because they're innocent. Imagine having your home and then somebody out of nowhere just saying, oh yeah, I'm going to take it. But it's not yours to take. But eventually the truth is going to come out. The truth is going to come out. Israelis are literally in the wrong. There's even a lot of Jews out there that are saying that what they're doing is wrong. But they just want to be Zionist and just create conflict, create problems, and it's just at the end I just feel like they just deserve an Oscar for the fake act they're doing, because it's completely fake. Like, nobody's touched you. You're the one that's bombing people's homes, bombing people's land, and you're acting like, oh, I got hurt or I got shot. No, you didn't. You're shooting them, you're bombing them, you're kidnapping them, and you're portraying that all over the media like that you're innocent. You're not. You're not innocent. That's it.
That's a good answer. And do you know any Palestinian people?
I do. Yeah, I do. I know a lot. My family friends are Palestinians. I have close friends that are Palestinians. So this whole area has a lot of Palestinians. So, yeah.
And do you know any Israeli or Jewish people?
I do. I do know Jews, but Jews that are not Zionist supporters. Yeah.
And do you get along with them?
Sorry?
The Jews that you know, do you get along with them?
Yeah, because they know what they're doing. Like, they know that what the Zionist people are doing is wrong. And so those who believe in Judaism, they know that that what those Israelis are doing is wrong. Don't combine Judaism with Zionism. They're two different things. So I do get along with some Jews, but there are some Jews out there that they don't get along because they deny the truth, and they just create a defense mechanism and play victim. That's it.
That's a fair enough answer. What's your name?
Heba.
Heba, I'm John. Thank you for making this video.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for letting me interview you. Can I ask you, what's your background?
Lebanese.
Lebanese also. And I want to ask, what's your opinion on the Israel-Palestine conflict?
The Israeli take our Palestinian land, and now we should be moving. After 75 years. I know it's not very good to bring all the power to Palestine, all the militia. It's it's not fair.
Fair enough. And if we can find a solution, what kind of solution do you think is possible?
Should we make one piece, two piece, one Israel, one Palestinian.
Two-state solution, so one area for Palestinians, one area for Israel.
Never have a problem after. Same like here in Australia. See, we live people from different country live in the best country. We respect the law. Happy. Oh.
Good on you. And what's your opinion on Jewish people in general?
Well, it's nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me.
Fair enough. Do you know any Jewish people?
Of course. I know some people speak our language, Arabic.
Yeah. And do you
Jews, they don't like what happened in the Middle East now, but all a few people. But the government, he want the media.
And the Jewish people, you know, do you get along with them? The Jewish people that you know, like, do you get along with them? Do you get along with them, or do you don't like each other?
Some Jews, he understand how we make country. Side Palestinian, fight Israel will be all right. Never have a problem. How you feel or you kill your children? He kill all the children with the power. It's not fair. Now 2023 should be everybody knowledge, not like cowboy.
That's a good point. Thank you for the interview.
No worry, no worry, no worry. Have a good day.
Thank you for participating in this interview. Can I ask, what's your background?
Lebanese. Yeah.
Oh yeah, same here. And what's your opinion on the Israel and Palestine conflict?
I think it's a very sad situation, to be honest with you. The Palestinians are the victims and the oppressed here, and the media is showing otherwise. Really feel sad, and the only people caught up in this are like children. More than 50% of all the deaths are children. It just makes me sad, and no one's saying anything about it. You know, we talk on social media, and we're trying to make people aware of the situation, but no one seems to listen. That makes me really sad, to be honest with you. That's it.
And what do you think can be a possible resolution for this?
Well, firstly, ceasefire, immediately, which we've been calling for, I don't know, weeks ever since it started. You know, ceasefire and get all the children and the old people out of Gaza to another state or somewhere safe. But you know, I know Palestinians are very resilient and they won't leave easily. It's their land, right? And we all know what Israelis want. They want to take over, and they've made it very clear. They want to just erase Palestinians and occupy Gaza, right? But yeah, I don't know.
And do you know any Palestinian people?
I do, yes, I do. My best friend in Lebanon, he's actually Palestinian. His dad's Palestinian, his mum's Lebanese. He's currently in Dubai, but yeah, I always see him posting about his relatives and people that died, and you know, sometimes I'm watching and I'm about to cry seeing all these videos and clips, and we're thousands and thousands of miles away. I wouldn't imagine what would be happening to the people that are on the land. It's just.
I'm very sorry about what he's going through, what his family is going through. And I want to ask, do you know any Israelis or any Jewish people?
Yeah, I do. I used to work with a couple. I've got them on social media. I don't know if they're active or not, but I do know. And they still stand with, obviously, their people, and they think they're fighting Hamas, which is, they think it's a terrorist organization. Well, we get it, you know, you want to eradicate Hamas, but what happens along the way and the amount of innocent people that are dying along the way is not right. If you wanna eradicate Hamas, you could have done it in a better way. I was reading the other day. Pete was reading the other day when America wanted to take down Osama bin Laden. They didn't wipe Afghanistan. Sorry. They kept chasing for Osama bin Laden until they took him out. Same here. If you're after Hamas, no need to kill 6,000 children and 4,000 innocent people, right? And they say, oh, they're hiding in buildings and with all the civilians. I'm pretty sure your army's got the highest intelligence in the world. I'm sure you can find where they're hiding, right? Without destroying hospitals and ambulances and just, you know, innocent people that's got nothing to do with terrorism. They just want to live a peaceful life. That's what they've been doing. They're harmless. They can't do anything. They've got nothing. What are they fighting you with? Rocks? They're kids.
And I want to ask, the Jewish people that you know, and Jewish people in general, do you have an opinion on them? Do you get along with them, or?
I have no problem with them. Like I've never had any religious or political discussion with them. I try to stay out of it because back then it was during, like in a work setting, we're not allowed to talk about politics or religion. So and it stayed like that. Like even now, I don't talk to them. But I've got mates that have debates all the time. Yeah, and I watch them try and take out as much as I could, you know, just for my personal knowledge, in case I encounter someone and they want to talk about it. Yeah.
And you don't have to answer this, but can I ask, what's your religion?
Muslim. Yeah. Mohammed. My name is Mohammed. Nice to meet you, mate.
Look, I appreciate being in this video. Thanks for your answers.
Anytime. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you. Thank you, boys.
Hello. Thank you for being in this interview. Can I ask, what's your background?
My background, I'm Iraqi. So yeah, I'm Arab, basically. Yeah, that's all.
Thank you. And what's your opinion on the Israel-Palestine conflict?
I think that, well, straight out, I talk about it a lot, I think about it and stuff, but you know, the media, you don't know what anyone can say. But obviously the brutal things that happen in Palestine and Israel, those are things that are like bad and everything. And I hope both conflicts go well, because I know Palestine and Israel, the government and stuff, there's some bad things and that's why there's conflict. And I hope the innocent Israelis and Palestinians will obviously become innocent, everything goes well. And yeah.
Thank you. And what do you think could be a possible resolution? Like, if there's a resolution, what do you think that could be?
If there was a religion, what should it be?
Resolution. What kind of resolution do you think there could be to this conflict?
Just free humanity and save humanity. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like Palestine and Israel, it's like a hard thing to say about. But I hope the innocent people, everything goes well for them and stuff. And yeah.
Thank you. And what's your opinion on the Palestinian people? Do you know many Palestinians?
Yeah, I know a lot of Palestinians. I actually have a close friend who's Palestinian. He thinks, yeah, obviously the Free Palestine thing and all that, obviously that should happen. And, you know, there's always, of course, you also should recognize the innocent Israelis because they're also innocent as well. But yeah, I hope it just goes well. That's it, yeah.
Thank you. I'm the same. And do you know any Israelis or Jews?
I know some Jews, and they don't really have an idea on what the topic is about. Whenever I talk about the conflict, they don't really talk about it. So yeah, I don't have like a point of view on that.
Fair enough. And do you get along with them?
Do I get along with Jews? Yeah, I don't mind anyone. Like whoever it is, I don't mind. If there's no conflict between us or any bad point of view from them or me, then nothing happens, you know.
I respect the answer. And I hope everyone's like you.
Thanks. I appreciate that, you know. Yeah.
Thank you.